Alrighty, here we go. I want to show you how I did my retracts on my Taro 650 quadcopter. There's not many parts that are needed. Of course, you need your normal landing gear strut. You need some retracts. This bracket I'll explain. You have to get a couple of pieces, these little washers, and then this little holder here, this little cable tie holder, and some nylon threaded nuts. Here, let me zoom in here and I will get a closer look. Show you. Where's it at? There they are, right there. These little nuts, or these little washers here, and these little nuts, everything I picked up at the local hardware store. And I'll explain their uses a little bit later. There's the retract. I'll explain where these two little screws come into play also in a little bit. And you'll need some threaded rod. Yeah, there we go. Just some regular threaded rod that these nuts will fit on. So basically what you do is you take these little washers, these little dimple washers or nylon washers. They're kind of got a little indentation on the inside, a little cup. So what you'll do is you'll take your landing gear. That one's already made. You'll take your landing gear with your these 16 millimeter diameter on the outside. It's 14 on the inside. So what you'll do is you'll take this here and you'll take a little crazy glue and you'll put it right around this little on the inside loop, and then just basically just hold it. This little washer goes right over the this goes just like that, and with the super glue in there it ends up being like this. Okay, alrighty, so now I'm going to glue the little washer on the inside here. Show you how that's done, how I do that. I just, it's really simple, this stuff, so you just line the edge with some, I use Gorilla Glue, super glue. Just line it up and hold it there for a second. A little pressure, and boom, there it is. Now then, with those, and here's the other side, and basically here's one that I made already. You can see you need time to give this to dry. Like this one here, it got pushed in a little bit. I didn't let it dry long enough, so that's just something I'll have to deal with when I'm doing the retracts. You can also take I have a set of clamps, and you can clamp them. Just don't put too much pressure on the end there. If that's what you can do that to help hold it in there. So from there, this little piece here comes with comes on the Taro 650 landing gear. This little piece, this little bracket here. Actually, this fits in the bracket, and then it's supposed to clip into this, like so. Oops, like so. And basically, what I do is you take your strut, your retract, and the way it sets in the actual bracket, this actually will slide, and it actually provides a pretty good brace, just like so, for the retract. These little screws here are basically to help hold the retract in place once it's in there. And as far as the cable tie bracket, this here, what I found is if you take that bracket actually, and I just super glued it to the back in between the screw holes of the retracts, and then I trimmed off the edges. And so it provides a tract for a zip tie to go through and help hold the retract into place. So that's where that is. And then your threaded rod, what I did is, oh, here's one. Here's a threaded rod here that I already put a nut on the end of it. And what this does is just, with these washers in there, it's pretty simple. It just slides right in. of course now it's going to make a liar out of me. So what it does is it sets in there like that. This sets in here, and then these two screws right here, these two set screws, you set that in there and that holds it tight. I test fit this earlier, and probably what I'm going to do is put some hot glue around the edge because it's still just a little loose, and we don't want loose when it comes, because when this is on here at the end of the when you put the skids on, it actually gets kind of close to the props on the 650. So you don't want any movement in there. So I think I've come up with a solution for that, but I'll explain that in a little bit. So I'm going to pause the video now and go ahead and put this retract in and put in the gear on it and everything else, and we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, here's the first retract that's on. I'll go through some stuff here. As you can see, actually, this piece here, this piece here is this piece here, and see how it holds in the retract rather nicely. The two screws on the landing gear, here and here and here and here, these actually hold it together. I've actually put some double-sided tape on each side of the retract in order to hold it into place there. Those two screws that I mentioned earlier on the retracts are here and here, and they are basically used just to help hold tension on the retract to help hold it in place. And here is the other gear. The gear that I just completed. I did end up putting a little hot glue here and some hot glue there on the ends just to help secure that rod so it doesn't rattle around in there. And there it is. And it just fits in nicely. Give it a little push right there. And it's like that. And then with trusty wrench or driver here, we will tighten up the screws on each side in order to hold the gear in place. Make sure it's all the way seated. It doesn't want to seat right. Maybe we'll try the other side first. My big head in the way. And just tighten it up. Tighten it there. And there. And I'll go back here. And you can see, yeah, there is actually that retractor doesn't want to tighten up. I'll have to look at that and see what's going on there. But that's just essentially how it goes. And these here, these brackets on each side that come with the 650, they actually hold the retracts at the proper angle, so it doesn't look like the retracts when they are down, they don't stick straight up, they stick out kind of at an angle. And that's the whole reason I did it this way. So I will look at that, see why that's not tightening up, and I will get back to you later. Thank you. Alrighty, I'm back here. I got both the gears on now. I'm going to do some just some preliminary testing. You know, I use the NAZA-M flight controller, just in the Spectrum DX8 radio. So you know, I don't have anything special. It's all into a Y cable into the gear switch on the receiver, and that's it. And it's nothing special. It's actually programmed on the gear switch on the DX8, and as you can see, works, you know, just like a charm. They go up and down in synchronous, and there we go. Now I just need to put the skids on, and get those centered up, and then we will be able to put the props back on and do some further testing and just go from there. Alrighty, I'm back. I've got the gear installed successfully. Excuse me. I've ended up adding a couple of light tension rubber bands between here and the back of the retract to help put a little tension on the gear, and that way when it's in flight it doesn't flex up into the props because it's very close. I tried other I used Tiger motors and I tried the other prop mounts, but those just wouldn't work with the setup I have. So right now I probably have a good inch and a half gap clearance between the prop and the retract, the skid. So as you can see, they go up, well, they go down, sorry about that, and then they go back up. You know, there's just a little tension on them, and that way it holds them down. I've measured between, I'll set my distances here to here are the same on both skids, and that is it for the installation. I think I'm probably going to just to keep the skids from moving is do a little hot glue here on the gaps, right here along here, and then right in here when where the retract mechanism comes in contact with the actual landing gear skid. Other than that, just some test flights tomorrow, and we'll go from there. But so far it's looking pretty good. Just like I said, I'm just going to drop some hot glue on there tonight, and then it'll be good to go for tomorrow. And I will be back after a test flight. Thank you.